I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Act slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Come on, baby. Let's go!
Here we go. Here we go. Danny. Check. Hey, kill. Here we go, going to 53. Here we go. Watch one.
Prescott on first down. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
47.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Complete to Dorsett. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught at the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the ground, this is Michelle. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard. Line. 27-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Check the backer, check the backer. He's coming.
Red 80.
Now they try the right side here. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got some space here. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 53 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
You don't want none. Joker, 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 joker. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Coming to you, coming to you. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check it out, lady. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, turn up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
We're 54. Mike's 54. Time to go right now. Red 80. Checking his checking. Crash, crash. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Check 13. Red 80. Red 80. 37. Check 37. 80. Back, back.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
You got tight. You got tight right there. 25.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Lady, come. SOS.
Now a handoff looking right. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Another shot here from the 2 as they come up on 3rd and goal.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Slam, lady. On 3. Motion.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point safely through, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They begin with Michelle on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hey, check 24. 24. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Shift.
We're going to 54. Wide in. Kill. 26.
Now Michelle. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Check 52. Check 3. Check 3. Red 80.
Now they try the right side here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Cut it left. Cut it left. 4 down. Check 43. Hey, switch the lady. Hey, watch it. Say. Red 80.
On 2nd down and 4. Darnold throwing right, and that's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Go full strip. Twist on Travis. Check. Check 4, check 4. Check, 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 check. Check 3, check 3, check. Ready? Kill, kill. Go ahead, baby, go ahead, baby. Go, 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 go.
Now a handoff looking right. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Back to throw, Darnold. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Prescott, and he's going to go down again. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. Well, shame on them, Coach Davis. They went against your advice. They threw the football, and now they're backed up to punt this away.
They're actually fortunate. They went against my advice, but they didn't turn it over, right? No takeaway for the defense. They'll punt it now. They probably could have gained a few yards if they ran it, though, and helped out with field position.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. It'll be a 41-yard punt, giving 5 on the return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Check. Fresno. Man, Eddie. Fresno. Check.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's nearly a 40-yard gain on the opening play of the quarter. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Check nickel. Young lady.
Now they try the right side here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go, son. Watch Mike. Cut. Red 80. Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 48-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, B. Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. Matt Patricia here on 4th down, sending out the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
Watch right, watch right. Watch right, watch right. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mike check 33. 33.
To throw is Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Here we go. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after try forthcoming. It's good to make it 17-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They start the drive with White, and he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Here we go, 47.
Let's see what you got. Up. Get right. Watch it, 5. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Here's Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. And the ball is knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
We're going to sign.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. He don't know no better. Switch.
Yo, lady.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1 on 2nd and 11 now. Darnold, but it'll be 2nd down. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now it's Darnold. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, When they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. On second down, Prescott again. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
And 10 yards to go.
New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike check 33. 33. Get the ball. Go to 54. Go to 54.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
We go side. 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Rip left. Rip left. Undercrush. 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 Slam. Slam.
On 1st and 10, Darnold taking a shot for Samuel. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go. Let's go.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
50. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Block 54. Sponge. 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 No.
Now Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro it with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, and he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
First down, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
We're going to go 47.
Check 33. 33. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there. Echo. Check mark 33. Check mark 33.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Hey, check mark 33. Check mark 33. I'm coming for you. You mine.
Hey, 47.
Check 33. 33.
26.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott got his man. That's Harry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike, 55. Check.
We're going to 54. Why is?
From the 24, Prescott. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54.
Man, 80.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Switch. Showing up.
After the interception, here's Darnold looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Shoot. 180. Red 80.
From his own goal line, Darnold. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24. Motion, motion, bump, bump, bump.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Here we go, 55. All day. Here we go, 46. 55. Heavy. Here we go, kill. Watch the screen. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Ricky.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Catch is made by Harry. 23 yards the pickup there. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Prescott on 1st down. And he's going to have the hookup here with Harry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
What we got? Mike, here we go, kill. Hey, eat. I'm coming after you. I'm coming up on. Mike 55. Got you, boy.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Right there in the middle, 55. Yo. Here we go, 47. Check 55 to Mike. 55 to Mike. Watch the run. Mike 55, Mike 55.
And again, it's Prescott. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
You're outside. 52, Mike, 52. Right now, ready. Strong right. Red 80.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought two words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both of them came together.
So for the Jets, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.